Welcome back to Brain Bite Size, your go-to channel for intriguing human behavior and psychology insights. In today's video, we're delving into the dark side as we explore the 12 signs you are dealing with an evil person. Number 1. Distorting reality. When it comes to identifying an evil person, one of the most prominent signs is their knack for distorting reality. It's as if they live in a world of their own making, where truth and facts hold little weight. No matter how much evidence you present or how undeniable your facts are, they'll adamantly refuse to accept them. This tendency to deny reality isn't just a simple disagreement over viewpoints. It's a conscious decision to reject the truth, to mold the world according to their twisted ideals and interpretations. This distortion of reality serves as their shield, their fortress against any challenge to their beliefs. They won't hesitate to dismiss any facts that contradict their version of reality, regardless of how undeniable these facts may be. But why do they do this? The answer lies in the power that comes with controlling the narrative. By shaping reality to fit their agenda, they maintain control over their environment and the people within it. It's a manipulative tactic to keep others off balance and in the dark. Remember, dealing with someone who distorts reality can be exhausting and confusing. You might find yourself questioning your perception and memory. But it's important to trust your instincts and stand by your truth. Number 2. Concealing information. When dealing with an evil person, one of the most telling signs is their habit of concealing information. This isn't merely a case of being private or reserved, it's a strategic move to protect their identity and maintain control over situations. They hold vital information like a chess player holds onto their queen, using it as a weapon and a shield in their interactions. An evil person won't admit to lies. They weave their web of deceit with such skill that it's often difficult to separate truth from falsehood. If you discover the truth they're trying to hide, brace yourself for their attempts to twist it. They will distort facts, reinterpret events, and do whatever they can to maintain their narrative. And what happens when you confront them? Instead of owning up to their actions, they'll make you feel guilty for prying. They'll paint you as the villain for daring to seek the truth, for not trusting their word. It's a classic diversion tactic designed to shift the focus away from their deception and onto your supposed intrusion. Remember, this habitual concealment of information is more than just dishonest, it's manipulative and harmful. It erodes trust, creates confusion, and fuels conflict. So, if you find yourself dealing with someone who consistently hides the truth, know that you might be dealing with an evil person. Number 3. Deceptive mind games. Individuals with malicious intent often use this tactic to make you question your reality, and it's essential to recognize when it's happening. Have you ever felt vulnerable, afraid, attacked, or incompetent in the face of someone's words? If so, you may have been a victim of deceptive mind games. Evil individuals are masters of language, using their words as weapons to inflict emotional harm and instill doubt. They know exactly what to say and when to say it, all to manipulate your emotions and control your perceptions. But how does this manipulation occur? Well, it's all about the distortion of the truth. They selectively present bits of truth in misleading ways and are designed to serve their nefarious purposes. It's like a magician's sleight of hand. While you're focused on the fragment of truth they're showing you, you fail to notice the whole picture, which tells a different story entirely. Recognizing the games people with narcissistic personality disorder play can help you set appropriate boundaries. This underlines the importance of awareness in these situations. By understanding the tactics used by such individuals, you can better protect yourself and maintain control over your reality. So, if you ever feel disoriented or doubt your judgment in someone's presence, take a step back and evaluate the situation. Is this person presenting reality in its entirety, or are they only showing you fragments designed to manipulate your understanding? Recognizing these deceptive mind games for what they are is the first step towards safeguarding your mental and emotional well-being. Number 4. Manipulating facts. In the realm of evil, one of the most insidious tactics employed is manipulating facts. These individuals are skilled artisans in twisting truths, bending them to fit their nefarious objectives and manipulative agenda. They wield information like a sculptor wields a chisel, reshaping it until it aligns with their distorted view of reality. Nothing is safe from their cunning deception. They can take the most straightforward information and contort it until it's unrecognizable. They don't hesitate to take things out of context, strip them of their original meaning, and repackage them in a way that suits their narrative. Even more dangerous is their ability to present outrageous theories as if they were undeniable truths. They use these twisted facts to sow doubt, confusion, and discord. It's a tactic designed not just to deceive but to manipulate your emotions and control your perceptions. When dealing with someone who manipulates facts, you're not just dealing with a liar. You're dealing with someone willing to distort reality to further their agenda. This is a critical sign of an evil person that should not be overlooked. Number 5. The art of constant deception. For these individuals, lying isn't just a means to an end, it's an art form. They revel in the creation of a false image, a carefully curated persona designed to fool those around them. But what makes this art of deception particularly insidious is the lies themselves and the pleasure these individuals derive from their deceit. People delight in fooling others, weaving a web of lies so intricate that even they sometimes lose themselves in it. It's a twisted game. The more people they can deceive, the more victorious they feel. You might think that catching them in a lie would end their deception, but unfortunately, that's rarely the case. They don't admit their wrongdoings or show remorse when confronted with their falsehoods. Instead, they cover up their lies with more lies, creating a convoluted narrative that's difficult to untangle. And if that doesn't work, they resort to manipulation. These individuals are adept at turning the tables, making you feel sorry for them instead of holding them accountable for their actions. They play the victim, using your empathy against you to deflect attention away from their deceit. So, if you are dealing with someone who seems to have turned lying into an art form, be wary. Their constant deception is not just a sign of dishonesty, it's a hallmark of an evil person. Trust your instincts, question inconsistencies, and remember you have the right to truth and transparency in your relationships. Number 6. Living double lives. This deceptive act involves individuals hiding their true selves by presenting different personas to different people. It's not merely about having diverse interests or adapting to various social contexts. This is a calculated effort to manipulate those around them and maintain control. Leading a double life is more common than we might think. However, this tendency takes on a much darker hue when it comes to evil individuals. They do not lead double lives due to circumstance or societal pressure. They do it to deceive, manipulate, and control. Certain personality disorders, such as sociopathy, are often associated with leading double lives. Sociopaths, known to be social predators, exploit others for their gain, often resort to living double lives to further their manipulative agendas. Evil individuals use this strategy to keep their pawns, the people they manipulate, in check. By presenting different personas, they can adapt to the needs and vulnerabilities of their targets, making their manipulative tactics all the more effective. They can be charming and charismatic with one person while cold and dismissive with another, depending on what suits their agenda best. This behavior is not only deceitful but also incredibly harmful. It maintains a power imbalance in relationships and fosters an environment of mistrust and confusion. Be wary if you encounter someone who seems to switch personas depending on the audience. They may be living double lives, and they could be dealing with an evil person. Number 7. Emotionless and remorseless. When we delve into the traits of an evil person, one that stands out starkly is their lack of emotional depth and remorse. They're like a barren desert where empathy should flourish, void of the feelings that make us human. An evil person doesn't just lack emotions, they are remorseless. Their actions may cause harm, break hearts, shatter trust, or ruin lives, but they do not feel any guilt or regret for their actions. The absence of remorse is a chilling trait that allows them to inflict pain without batting an eye. This emotionless and remorseless nature is not just a personal failing, it's a weapon they wield in their manipulative games. They view others as mere pawns, tools for use, and discarded at will. For them, relationships are not built on mutual respect or affection but on what they can gain from the other person. Their ability to feed off the weaknesses of good-hearted individuals is particularly disturbing. They exploit kindness, manipulate generosity, and exploit those who show them compassion. It's as if they see these positive traits as vulnerabilities to be exploited rather than virtues to be appreciated. Evil people are persistent and intense, treating others like boomerangs that they can throw away and expect to come back. They manipulate people and situations to bend to their will. If you come across someone who doesn't show real emotions, doesn't feel sorry for hurting others, and treats people as objects, be careful. They could be an evil person. Number 8. Mastering the art of manipulation. These individuals are not merely practitioners but champions of manipulation, with an uncanny ability to strategize several steps ahead. Just as a grandmaster in chess anticipates their opponent's moves, these individuals plan their manipulative tactics with precision and foresight. They're always one step ahead, setting traps and guiding you into situations that leave you feeling inadequate, confused, and powerless. But even more alarming is how they use their manipulative skills to fuel your ego. When you feel inadequate or uncertain, they swoop in, playing the role of the savior or the superior being. They take credit for your achievements and belittle your efforts, subtly reinforcing their perceived superiority over you. Understanding these techniques can help us recognize when we're being manipulated. Mastering the twisted art of manipulation involves assessing exactly what you want and who can give it to you. This highlights the strategic thinking behind every manipulative act. Improving our emotional intelligence is important for recognizing manipulative tactics. When we understand our and others' emotions better, it becomes more difficult for manipulators to take advantage of us. Number 9. Shifting blame and avoiding accountability. In the murky world of identifying evil individuals, a prominent sign to look out for is their tendency to shift blame and avoid accountability. When they find themselves in the crosshairs of blame, these individuals demonstrate an uncanny ability to deflect it onto others, often targeting those they perceive as weak or vulnerable. Blame shifting is a common tactic among narcissists. They do something wrong or inappropriate and then dump the blame on someone else to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. It's a defense mechanism designed to shield them from any negative consequences. These individuals never take responsibility for their actions. They often make innocent individuals apologize for their mistakes. Blame shifting is a strategy individuals use to avoid accountability for something they said or did, and instead, they deflect the fault onto someone else. These blame shifters may also change the subject when asked to take responsibility, further dodging accountability. It's a manipulative tactic that allows them to escape the consequences of their actions while ensuring someone else pays the price. But what's particularly concerning is how blame shifters often portray themselves as victims. These people often perceive negative situations as another's responsibility, playing the victim to garner sympathy and further distance themselves from wrongdoing. If you come across someone who is quick to blame others and doesn't take responsibility for their actions, be careful. This behavior is not only immature, but it can also indicate a malicious person. It's important to remember that we all make mistakes, but admitting to them shows integrity. Those who consistently avoid taking responsibility and blame others are showing a worrisome aspect of their character. Number 10. Fair weather friendship. Fair weather friendship refers to people who are there for you only when it's convenient for them. They bask in your sunshine but disappear at the first signs of a storm. For these individuals, friendship isn't about mutual support or shared experiences, it's a means to an end. They're with you during good times, reaping benefits from your success and happiness. However, they're nowhere to be found when the going gets tough. One of the clearest signs of a fair weather friend is their absence during challenging times. When you need support or someone to lean on, they vanish, revealing their true nature. They aren't interested in your troubles, they're merely pleasant acquaintances who are there for the good times. Moreover, evil people may support you, but their motives are often hidden and self-serving. Fair weather friends exploit true friendship, interested only in unilaterally receiving support. Their involvement in your life depends on what they can gain from it. A fair weather friendship with an evil person is a one-sided affair. They are around when nothing heavy or bad happens in your life, but they usually disappear at the first sign of trouble. They're inconsistent, unreliable, and unavailable. If you observe certain behavior patterns in someone, it's best to be careful. Their inconsistent friendship might indicate that they are a bad person. Keep in mind that genuine friends stay by your side in all situations and offer support without any ulterior motives. Number 11. Time theft tactics. Time theft tactics may not involve stealing physical hours from your day, but it's a psychological maneuver designed to distract you from your important obligations and disrupt your life. Time theft typically refers to employees stealing company time through unauthorized clock-ins or disappearing on the job. However, in dealing with an evil person, time theft takes on a more insidious form. Evil individuals use these tactics to make you feel inferior due to your responsibilities. They exploit your time and energy, diverting your focus from where it's needed most. By constantly demanding your attention or creating unnecessary dramas, they succeed in stealing your valuable time. An evil person might purposefully plan events or discussions that clash with your obligations, forcing you to choose between your responsibilities and their demands. Time theft can range from direct theft to providing fraudulent discounts to friends and family. An evil person might steal your time by monopolizing conversations, making everything about them, or creating endless crises that require your immediate attention. If someone in your life is consistently distracting you from important responsibilities and making you feel inferior for having them, be cautious. They could be an evil person using time theft tactics. Number 12. Control freaks. A revealing sign of an evil person is their obsessive need for control, particularly when someone tries to establish a genuine connection with them. These individuals are often labeled as control freaks, a term that describes a person obsessed with getting things done in a specific way. Evil people who control freaks meticulously manage every aspect of their lives and the lives of those around them. Their need for control extends beyond their personal affairs into their relationships. They dictate terms, set rigid boundaries, and use manipulation and intimidation to maintain dominance. When someone attempts to connect with them, their controlling tendencies intensify genuinely. They view this genuine connection as a threat to their power and autonomy. Consequently, they employ various tactics to keep the other person at arm's length, from emotional manipulation to overt domination. This need for control is not about ensuring order or maintaining discipline. It's about asserting their superiority and keeping others subservient. It's a power play, a means to keep themselves on top and everyone else below them. Recognizing these traits in someone is the first step towards safeguarding yourself from their manipulative tactics. If you come across someone who always seeks to be in charge, particularly when you're attempting to establish a bond with them, be careful and authentic. It's possible that you're dealing with a control freak, which is a common indicator of a negative person. Recognizing these warning signs can help protect you from the influence of evil people. Trust your instincts and be cautious when dealing with manipulative individuals. On a lighter note, we also explored the signs of genuinely good people with high self-esteem who share their thoughts openly and engage in deep conversations. Let us know in the comments if you've encountered an evil person, and remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all our future content. Until next time, stay aware and stay safe.